on, you actually touched on saving, why it's important for people to save. So what is the importance of like the saving culture per se?
If I look, as I said earlier on as well, unfortunately, the young professional guys, they want to look smart. They want to operate smart. When they leave varsity, they think they're smart. But they got so much to learn still. When they can buy the quickest thing, if they can buy a smart car, a nice laptop, a nice watch, they think they made it. That's not the thing, sir. Things I'd rather give me a guy that's got 10 rand or 20 rand in his savings account and he walk on or he'd ride his bicycle. That's a man that's looking for the future. So you have to, there's an old thing, when we started to work for the government institutions those years, there was a pension fund on the table. So that company will take 7.5% of my income. And they will put 7.5% of their income into a pension fund. So that pension fund will give you a life cover, a disability cover, group scheme, and also a saving. But now, we're all independent. We're entrepreneurs. I don't think the government, I don't want to work for the government anymore. Or institution, you don't want to work for Eskom or Transnet or those guys. Even their pension funds is like scarier. But make sure that you get into that culture of, I start work, I'm going to contribute. That's how I started to my young professionals, my candidate attorneys. I said, if you've been in the government side, they will take 7.5%. Let's take 7.5% of your income. Doesn't matter what you earn. If you earn 10,000, work on that 7.5%. That's maybe 750 rand. That's what you're going to contribute into a policy. And we built a life policy, income protector, and a savings side on it. If you earn 5,000 rand a month, take 7.5% of the 5,000. So doesn't matter if you earn 100,000. I take 7.5% of the. But that's not enough. In the old days, I used to work on basically 15% of savings. Today, you have to contribute about 20% of your savings. And that's why the government actually allows that, and it pushes the rates up for retirement annuities. As I said earlier on, a retirement annuity is a vehicle where you can get a tax savings. He said the government, you can contribute 27.5% of your income to a retirement annuity to a max of 350,000 rand a year. So that means it's just under the 30,000 rand a month that you can contribute. But if you fall in that bracket, you get 45% back from the receiver. It's nearly half of it. And the lesser you earn, you maybe earn 250,000 rand a year. You get 30%. They will work on your marginal rate. That's why I forces my staff to contribute to a retirement annuity so that they can get a tax relief. And that's where we're in the vehicle. We move money from the receiver. But make sure that's the best vehicle to save for and use that opportunity. I'm going to give you, there's a couple of points that I want to actually compare from a retirement annuity perspective to a endowment policy, or even to your share side or your unit trust portfolios. Remember, on your shares and your unit trust portfolios, basically what's the difference between a shares and a unit trust portfolio? The only thing is a share side, I can buy Sassels, I can buy Naspers. If I want to buy Naspers, I go on the market, I buy Naspers, all right? A unit trust portfolio, I've got a couple of shares that I buy in that specific. If I go to Satrix 40, it's a unit trust portfolio, they work on the top 40 companies' shares in South Africa. And when the one falls out, they get another top 40 in. So you will always invest in the top 40. The MSCI fund is a worldwide fund, but it's a big fund. It's not one share. The difference there from a retirement annuity, you tax on your capital gain, you tax on your dividends, and you tax on the interest on those things. So, but in a retirement annuity, the difference there, it's not part of your estate. So remember, when you pass away, they will come in, the curator, and say, listen, or the master to say, listen, 3.5%, 4% is your executive fees. That's to wrap up your estate, to take it to the master and all that. That's your executive fees to pay. But your retirement annuity is not part of that. You're not getting taxed for your interest, dividends, or capital gain in your retirement part. So, I mean, you already save about 3% on your savings there. Now, if you get from the receiver back your 45%, right, plus you get an additional 3%, you talk about 48% growth in that portfolio. I mean, I'm not even on the market yet.
Yeah.
Now I get the market, and I link it up to my Alan Grays or my Coronations for the last 14 years. Alan Gray, take it, or Coronation, they were running for 15% growth in the market. Added on top of that, is 63% growth. That's good. That's good money. Why you want to play Bitcoin and say, listen, I'm going to make 200% profits in the Bitcoin, but tomorrow you look at it, yes, I lost 200%. Huh? No. I like to see things. I like to invest. I like to search. And you guys are, you want to, you want to see what's going on there. That's why you go on Google and you will search Alan Gray. I want to see what his company is. Yeah. I want to see Resco. I want to see PSG. I want to see basically Solomon, their portfolios or whatever. What are they? How strong is the company? But can you do it with Bitcoin? Can you Google Bitcoin and say, I mean, where is this money coming from? I know it's going up and down. And China stopped Bitcoin now. Huh? You can't buy Bitcoin out of China. It's not controlled for me. Yeah. Today there's money, tomorrow there's nothing. No, I'd rather be with a company that I know at least I can have something.
Yeah.